First, the bad news. SAP Business AI won't generate amusing holiday cards, but it will personalize career paths for your people and let you know which suppliers are best, so you can be ready for the next opportunity. Revolutionary technology, real-world results. That's SAP Business AI.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. This is the only place where you can get Instagram news in 3 minutes or less every day. You might think that there are other places out there, but if you look, you're not going to find them. This is the spot. Welcome. Today there was finally some social media news that was not political. I strive very hard to keep politics out of this show, but thankfully we have some news to talk about. The first thing is that Instagram is testing Messenger integration into Instagram. So right now you have a separate app for Facebook Messenger and then you have your Instagram DMs. Why is that? Is that necessary? Facebook is planning to integrate its messaging apps. That's a thing they've talked about for a long time. And now they're testing a button within the Instagram settings that says Get Messenger in Instagram. Instagram confirmed the test, although it says it's not ready for consumer rollout just yet. Matt Navarro tweeted them, and they replied from the Instagram comms account. As we've mentioned before, we're working on making our messaging services work across our apps. This is an early prototype, which we aren't testing externally. Additionally, Instagram is testing a new sticker type called Plans. Plans enables users to set up a schedule for an online meetup, which may link into Facebook's Rooms offering. When you use the Plans sticker, you'll be able to add a date as well as info on how your story viewers can join the meetup. Your story viewers will also be able to see who else among their friends has registered interest in the event. This is an interesting concept, I think, for webinars, product announcements, other things where you just want to get people together because you're feeling lonely and you say, hey, 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to do X. The countdown sticker is really good toward telling people that there's going to be an event at a certain time, but what then? This would help to bridge the gap into whatever that thing is, which is a really great idea and definitely necessary. The next Instagram newsworthy story has to do with a new format for once you've reached all the content in your feed. By the way, most people follow way too many people, so they'll never reach the end of your feed. But if you do, there's a little message that pops up that says, all caught up. Instagram is testing what happens after you reach that all caught up message. It looks like a screen that is split into two. One has a suggested feed and the other has the older feed. Suggested gives you new accounts that you could potentially follow that would have content that you like, and the older listing takes you back to posts that you've already seen. Instagram confirmed that it's testing this format with a small number of users. Here's the quote. If you're in the test, this is shown up after you see all the posts in your feed. Once you get the You're All Caught Up notice and scroll past it, you have the option to see suggested posts or go back to older posts that you've already viewed. This doesn't take over the main feed. The split listing only appears after you've seen all the new posts from your connections. You then have the option to see suggestions or keep scrolling on to posts that you've already seen. That's it for today's show. If you would like to check out a new episode of my podcast, I interview Christina Venko, who runs the account 100 Days of Adulting, which is an Illustrator account full of great content. I've admired Christina's work for a long time. Check out the latest episode of my podcast, The Instagram Stories, wherever you get podcasts. Come back for tomorrow's show where I'm going to talk about an Instagram legal battle for the embeds. This is something I talked about before, but there's been some news and I will definitely be talking about that on tomorrow's show.